MrBeast is known for big videos, huge giveaways, and millions of views. Most people think that's all he does, that he makes content, people watch it, and the story ends there. But behind the scenes, something else is happening. Not a new video style, not a new viral trend, something much bigger, quieter, something that doesn't show up clearly on your screen, but still matters. If you look past the thumbnails and mute the noise, a different picture appears. You start to see organization. You start to see planning. You start to see scale. MrBeast is slowly moving beyond entertainment. Food brands, large companies, warehouses, employees, logistics, legal teams. These are not things you build just to chase views. These are things you build when you are thinking in years, not weeks. They are systems, built to last. And systems are not designed to impress. They are designed to survive. Here is where the discussion becomes interesting. Public records show that companies connected to the MrBeast brand have explored trademarks related to finance, software, and technology. Interviews with executives have confirmed interest in fintech and digital platforms. This isn't a rumor. It's documented reality. But what happens next is where people often get confused. Some online discussions jump straight to conclusions. You hear phrases like MrBeast Bank, or claims that a financial launch is coming soon. Others dismiss everything as internet hype. Both sides speak loudly. Very few people slow down to ask the right question. The question is not whether MrBeast will open a bank. The question is why finance and technology are becoming attractive to creators at this level at all. To understand why, we need to zoom out. This is not about one creator. It is about a larger shift that has been building quietly for years. 10 years ago, creators made videos and earned money from ads. That was the entire model. Views went up, income went up. Views went down, income dropped. It was simple, but fragile. Today, large creators do much more. They launch brands. They run companies. They hire teams. They manage supply chains, customer support, and compliance. At a certain size, creators stop acting like entertainers and start operating like businesses. Not because they want to, but because scale demands it. And when businesses reach that scale, advertising alone is no longer enough. Algorithms change. Platforms adjust rules. Attention moves quickly. Loyalty becomes uncertain. Revenue becomes unpredictable. So creators begin looking for stability, something that works even when views fluctuate or platforms change direction. This is where systems come in. Apps, platforms, memberships, subscriptions, products that fit naturally into daily life. These systems do not rely on one successful upload. They rely on repeat behavior. This pattern is not new. Technology companies followed it. Media companies followed it. First, they captured attention. Then they built infrastructure around that attention. Over time, the infrastructure became more valuable than the content itself. Creators are now approaching the same stage, but as individuals rather than corporations. This brings us to an important distinction. MrBeast is no longer just a YouTuber. That is public information. He operates multiple businesses with large teams. Trademark filings connected to finance and software are real. Interest in technology platforms has been confirmed, but there is no confirmed financial product, no official banking service, no announced rollout. That distinction matters. Much of the confusion comes from connecting dots too early. Preparation is mistaken for execution. Exploration is mistaken for commitment. What exists today are signals, infrastructure, and optional paths forward, not conclusions. So why does finance matter so much in these conversations? Because finance represents quiet power. Money systems influence how people move, pay, save, borrow, and plan. They shape habits. They shape access. Over time, they shape behavior, often without being noticed. A shirt is purchased once. A video is watched once. A system is used every day. Paying for coffee, saving for the future, sending money to friends. Over time, Trust turns into routine, and routine becomes influence. This does not mean creators are seeking control. It means the system rewards those who build infrastructure. The larger the audience, the stronger the incentive to stabilize income and reduce dependence on platforms they do not own. We have seen this pattern before with major technology platforms. And now, creators are reaching the same crossroads. But when entertainment and finance begin to overlap, new questions naturally appear. Many creator audiences are young. Their understanding of money is still forming. Trust is emotional before it is logical. So where does influence end? And where does responsibility begin? This is not a warning. It is not an accusation. It is a conversation society has faced many times before. Every time attention turns into power, rules eventually follow. But systems evolve faster than regulation. Understanding often lags behind innovation. By the time society reacts, habits are already formed. So where does this leave us? Not with answers, but with awareness. MrBeast may or may not move further into finance. That remains unknown. What is clear is that attention is no longer just entertainment. It is becoming infrastructure. And infrastructure shapes behavior, slowly, quietly, over time. The future is not good or bad. It is different. The most influential systems are not built overnight. They are built one small step at a time, until they feel normal. And by the time something feels normal, it's already important.